Subscribe now.
What's up everyone, welcome back to Blade Bite. First off, huge thanks to all of you who've joined the Blade Bite community recently. The comments, the recs, the energy, you guys keep this channel alive and I seriously appreciate it. Now, let's be real, anime comfort zones are dangerous. You know that feeling? You keep watching the same genres, the same tropes, and your watch list just collects dust. Well, I decided to break out and try 6 anime I normally would have skipped. And guess what? Every single one surprised me. So today, I'm counting down 6 completed anime you need to watch. The ones that pulled me out of my comfort zone and made me go, dang, I should have watched this way earlier. Let's dive in. Number 6, Scum's Wish. Alright, let's start with a messy one. Scum's Wish. On paper, this looked like pure soap opera territory. Romance drama, tangled love webs, characters making questionable life decisions left and right. Normally, I'd avoid it like bad leftovers in the fridge. But here's the thing, it's not trashy, it's raw. It's a brutally honest look at love, loneliness, and the way people cling to relationships just to feel whole. It's uncomfortable, yeah, but also painfully real. You're watching these characters self-destruct and grow at the same time, and it hits harder than you'd expect. Honestly, this one reminded me that anime romance doesn't always need to be sunshine and cherry blossoms. Sometimes it's awkward, ugly, and human, and that's what makes it worth watching. Question for you guys, do you actually enjoy romance anime that leans into messy realism, or do you prefer the happy, fluffy kind? Number 5. Burn the Witch. Now, moving into something shorter but stylish, Burn the Witch. This anime had me skeptical at first. Witches, dragons, and oh, it's technically tied to the Bleach universe? Yeah, I figured it was gonna feel like a random side quest. But bro, it's so much fun! The world building is slick, the dragon designs look great, and the characters carry that classic shonen energy. It's like someone said, what if Bleach had witches on broomsticks and just a dash of chaos? It's not a long watch, basically a quick movie's worth of content, but it's a vibe. The action pops, the humor lands, and it made me wish they'd expand this into a full series. Pop quiz for you. If you could get a full series spin-off in the Bleach universe, would you want more Burn the Witch, or should they give someone else the spotlight? Number 4. Tacked Up Destiny. Okay, this one I judged hard before watching. Tactopus Destiny. It literally looked like an ad for a gacha game. And guess what? It is! But don't roll your eyes yet, because the anime actually slaps. The music-themed powers are super creative. The animation is gorgeous. Like, Mappa and Madhouse really said flex time. And the fight choreography? Absolute spectacle. What really surprised me though was how much I cared about the dynamic between Tact and Destiny. It's a partnership that starts out rocky, but by the end, you're locked in emotionally. Yeah, the story pacing has flaws, but as a comfort zone breaker, it showed me I shouldn't underestimate game-based anime. Some of them actually carry. Real talk, do you skip anime if you know it's tied to a game, or do you give them a fair shot? Number 3. Plastic Memories. Now let's talk about pure emotional damage. Plastic Memories. I was not ready for this one. Androids that only live for 9 years, and the story of one who's reaching the end of her time. Bruh, I went in thinking this was some chill sci-fi romance, and instead I got hit with a truck of feelings. It's heartbreaking, but also beautiful. The show makes you think about what it means to love someone, even if the time is short. And that ending? Yeah, don't even try to play tough. You will cry. This was way outside my usual lane, but it stuck with me longer than some of my comfort zone shows. Sometimes you need a series that just wrecks you to remind you why anime storytelling is so powerful. Engagement check. Be honest, do you avoid sad anime, or are you the type who actively goes hunting for the emotional pain? Number 2. Another. Alright, switching gears to horror. Another. Now, I don't do horror at all. If there's a jump scare, I'm out. But I kept hearing about this cursed classroom where students start mysteriously dying. And I thought, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. And yeah, this anime is straight up nightmare fuel. Creepy atmosphere, suspense that makes you paranoid, and death scenes that are so over the top they're almost iconic. By the end, I was side-eyeing everything in my apartment like, yep, I'm next. What shocked me was how well the mystery ties everything together. It's not just gore for shock value. There's an actual story that keeps you guessing. For someone who doesn't touch horror, this was a surprisingly good ride. Tell me in the comments, what's the scariest anime you've ever sat through? And did you regret it? Number 1, the anime that completely floored me, Komi Can't Communicate. Look, I usually skip school slice of life shows. They're slow, predictable, and 9 times out of 10, it's just people eating lunch on rooftops while sad piano music plays. Not my vibe. But Komi? Bro, this show is on another level. Pure serotonin. The setup is simple. Komi, the most popular girl in school, actually has extreme social anxiety. She struggles to talk, so her goal is to make 100 friends. Now, when I first heard that, I thought, okay, that's wholesome, but how are they gonna stretch that for a whole season without it getting stale? Turns out they didn't just stretch it, they ran a marathon with it. The comedy is golden. Komi's silence gets played in so many creative ways, and her interactions with Tadano and the rest of the weird, eccentric classmates kept me grinning the entire time. But here's the kicker, it's not just comedy. Underneath the laughs, it's genuinely heartfelt. You start rooting for Komi like she's your little sister, your best friend, or heck, maybe even you. And that's the magic. This anime doesn't just make you laugh, it makes you reflect. We all know what it feels like to struggle to fit in or to not know what to say in a social situation. Komi's journey makes those small victories, making a friend, opening up, feel like world-ending boss fights she somehow conquers. By the end, I was fully invested in her mission, and I didn't care that slice of life isn't my genre. So yeah, Komi Can't Communicate is more than just a comfort zone breaker. It's proof that sometimes the anime you least expect can become your absolute favorite. Engagement kicker. Who's your favorite wholesome anime character of all time? Drop it in the comments. I need to build my serotonin watch list. And that's it. 6 anime I never thought I'd enjoy, but ended up loving. Breaking out of my comfort zone made me realize there's a whole world of shows I've been sleeping on. So if you're stuck in your anime bubble, maybe try something totally different. You might find your new favorite. Thanks again for being part of the Blade Bite community. Your support seriously means the world. If you had fun hanging out today, make sure to like, drop a comment, and of course, smash that subscribe button so we can keep breaking comfort zones together. Catch you in the next one. Brett and Harry signing out. Peace.
Blade Bite. Subscribe now.